I'm still here, and that should terrify you. You thought I'd be gone by now. You thought the weight would crush me, that the silence would break me, that the scars would scare me off my own path. But I'm still here, and that should terrify you, because someone who's still standing after everything, that's not a person. That's a storm dressed in skin. You don't survive this long by being lucky. You survive by turning pain into fuel, by bleeding, crawling, clawing your way through nights so dark your own shadow wouldn't follow you. I've been abandoned by hope, betrayed by peace, left in rooms with nothing but echoes of who I used to be. And somehow I made it out, not because I was strong, but because I refused to stay weak. The world doesn't hand you power. It doesn't hand you respect. It hands you pain, doubt, loss, and dares you to rise anyway. So I did. Sorry. More with this heart. I, I'm sorry. I hate me, because I hate this bit of fun. I was joking. I taught physics classes. Not a dreamer, not a savior, a survivor. See, there's something dangerous about people like me. We don't fear the fire anymore. We are the fire. I mean, through hell. Not the kind you read about. The kind that visits you in the middle of the night and whispers, give up. But I wouldn't, I still won't. Because if life thinks it can break me with more suffering, let it try. I've already danced with demons and shook hands with rock bottom. What else does it have? I don't want your sympathy. I don't need your applause. What I want is silence, so you can hear the sound of everything that tried to kill me, failing. I am the product of everything you fear. Pain made me. Darkness raised me. And now, I want to go into every room like I own it. Not because I think I'm invincible, but because I know exactly how much it takes to kill me. And it wasn't enough. So let the world come. Let it grow its worth. Because I'm still here. That should terrify you. I wasn't supposed to survive. Not the pain. Not the pressure. It's not the silence that came when everyone walked away and left me buried in doubt. But I did. I took the hits. I stayed standing. And that alone should terrify anyone who thought I'd stay down. See, people like me, we weren't built in comfort. We were born in the wreckage, forged in the collapse, called out of chaos. You can't break someone who's already been shattered and put themselves back together with nothing but rage and resolve. It starts the same way for all of us. Not fracture, a silence that swallows everything we used to be. I remember when the floor gave out beneath me. 1 second I was standing on something solid. Next I was falling into a place darker than night, colder than death. They say you learn who you are when you're tested. That's a lie. You don't learn who you are in the darkness. You become who you are there. And that I became something the light wouldn't understand. Something sharper, lighter, hungrier. When no one believes in you, your voice is all you've got. When no one shows up, your shadow becomes your only companion. When the world closes the door, you learn how to break in through the cracks. Lockdown was driving me nuts. I was starving. For strength, for revenge, for Ameth. I found it in the silence. Every sleepless night fed the monster inside me. Every doubt, every whisper that said I wasn't enough. It only sharpened the edge of who I was becoming. We didn't ask for his pain, but I'll use it. I'll wear it like armor. I'll carry it like a weapon, because Pain taught me the truth. No one's coming to save you. You either rise alone or you never rise at all. Most people fear the fire, but I've done. I walk into it now because I've already been burned, already been reduced to ashes. And still, I'm here. You think you've seen pain. You think you've fought battles every night. I cried alone. Nap that walks beside me. Now it took me. Now it is me. You call it darkness. I call it evolution. Now, I don't boast. I don't need to, because power isn't in the roar. It's in the quiet, the calm before the chaos, the silence before the strike. I learned how to weaponize patience. Yeah, to sit still and let the world underestimate me. Let them laugh. Let them fruit at me. Let them count me out. Because when I move with purpose. When I rise with vengeance. They thought I disappeared, but I was just sharpening my teeth in the shadows. I am not their hero. I am not their redemption. I am not here to make them feel safe. I am everything they feared I'd become. They tried to bury me with shame. They tried to drown me in doubt. They tried to erase me with silence. But I learned how to breathe underwater. I learned how to grow in the dark. Is that no, I don't just survive, I dominate. No, I don't just speak, I echo. They see my scars and think I'm damaged. But those scars are proof. I won. You can take everything from me. My peace. Let them for even the people I love. But you will never take my will. You will never break my mind. Because I've already been through worse. And I refuse to stay broken. They broke my heart, so I rebuilt it with steel. They broke my spirit, so I reforged it with rage. Now there's nothing left to shatter. Only edges. Only fight. And that's what makes me dangerous. They should be afraid. Not because I'm violent. Not because I'm cruel. But because I don't need any. Because I found strength where no was supposed to survive. Because I am proof that the human spirit doesn't break, it transforms. Under pressure, under fire, under darkness, I didn't fall. I adapted, evolved. I'm not their puppet. I'm not their failure. I am the storm they tried to silence. And now I'm coming for everything they said I'd never had. The world come. Let the lies come. Let the storms come. Because I'm still here. Still breathing. Still burning. And if everything they threw at me couldn't break me, nothing ever will. I walk alone. Not because I have to, but because I choose to. I've seen what the world does to kind hearts. So I built a new one, out of stone and fire. They tried to finish me, but they didn't realize. You can't kill someone who already died and came back stronger. So take a good look. I remember this voice, this fire, this silence. Because I'm still here, and that should terrify you.